More brand new rich kids used to living the high life.
I would say I'm privileged.
I'm a bit of a princess.
I look like a bad bitch in these.
Every day's a catwalk.
They're about to take a giant leap out of their comfort zone.
I feel like I've just been dropped into a parallel universe.
It does look a bit rough.
They'll stay with typical British families living on the breadline.
Look at the car. It looks like it's cost a lot of money.
I really do want to get out of the situation.
Literally, I get paid, and the next day I have no money.
They'll learn what life is like.
I thought it was going to be easy and a breeze. It wasn't.
For those struggling to get by.
I did 6.5 months eating out of bins.
And the sacrifices they make.
She's always trying to make sure we're OK, and she doesn't even check on herself.
Will the cash-strapped families change their views?
I see a lot of good things about you.
And will the rich kids learn?
It's Chanel.
I've never even heard of Chanel.
There could be more to life
I just can't believe people live like this.
than money.
Nobody needs money to have a good time. It's just who you're with.
I'm just an emotional wreck.
When rich kids go skint. Meet country girl Brooke from Suffolk, a paediatric nursing student who's grown up in the lap of luxury.
I'm very lucky that I've never had to worry about money before. My parents are always there for me to provide me with the funds when I need it.
Thanks to the success of her parents' car and jewellery businesses, 22-year-old Brooke lives in this 8-bedroom, 6-acre, multi-million-pound estate, nestled in a quaint corner of the English countryside.
We've got horses, which is really, really lovely. It's so peaceful and quiet up here, and I really, really like it.
Ever since her 2 older brothers left home, it seems Brooke has ruled the roost.
I'm a bit of a princess. I'd say I'm a bit of a mummy and a daddy's girl. They both spoil me equally.
And like any true princess, Brooke's had things easy from the word go.
I went to private school from the age of 2. I was able to have my own pony and go riding and get my own car when I came to the age of 17.
Her parents' generosity doesn't end with ponies and private schools.
Jewellery is one of my biggest passions. My collection's probably worth quite a few thousand, and my parents have given me most of it.
Brooke also likes to spend her parents' cash on her designer wardrobe, which is all decked out in her favourite colour.
Whenever I find something pink, I just have to get it. I think it's such a beautiful colour.
Along with shopping, this pink princess's other big love is taking part in pageantry competitions.
You're walking down the catwalk in a really beautiful dress and you just get 5 minutes to show off who you are.
Brooke's competed in numerous competitions, including Miss Great Britain. And, of course, every new pageant means a new outfit.
This dress I wore for Miss Great Britain. It's got thousands of rhinestones on it, and this, I think, was £900. So I won the title of Miss Norwich in this, so it's a lucky dress, really.
You'd hope so for that price. But now Brooke will be trading the glamour of pageantry to experience what it's like for those on the poverty line who have to get by on benefits.
I don't know much about the benefit system. It's not something I've ever had to think about or worry about, really. I hope that spending time with people less fortunate than myself will help to broaden my horizons a bit more.
It may be just a couple of hours' drive from Suffolk, but Hackney in East London is a world apart from Brooke's country idyll. It's where she'll be living skint with single mum of 8, Sonia, who never has a minute to herself.
As a single mum, I do everything. I do the cooking, the cleaning, finances, anything that needs fixing in the house. And it is hard work.
Sonia's older sons have flown the nest, but she still has 4 younger children living at home.
Is that nice?
Yeah.
On top of juggling a busy household, Sonia also holds down a part-time job.
I run a fruit juice stall in a local market. The business doesn't bring in much, and we are struggling financially.
To supplement her meagre income, Sonia's forced to rely on benefits.
I get £1,500 a month. After I've paid all the bills, there's literally about £200 left for the month. Right, gas, 30. I have to be super organised so that I don't get into any debt.
Any luxuries are few and far between for this family.
The last time the children and I went on holiday was over 10 years ago.
Raising kids in this part of London is another thing that weighs heavy on Sonia's mind.
In this area, we have problems with drugs, prostitution, gangs. It's not a very good area to bring up your children in. It's something that I worry about all the time. Come and get off me then.
Determined to make a better life for her family, Sonia's studying for an arts and humanities course with the Open University.
When I was younger, I wasn't able to read and I didn't really go to school. So I'm really trying to achieve something so that my children can look up to me and say, well, my mum's tried her best considering.
Her kids are everything to Sonia and are what helps to take her mind off her financial worries.
I would like to teach the rich kid that money isn't everything and love, care and attention to your family is so much more. Right, kids, have you finished? Yeah? I'll get on with your homework.
Leaving the rural bliss of her country life behind will be a huge step in the dark for Brooke. While he's keen for his daughter to see another side to life, her dad Richard first wants to make sure that his pink princess can cope with the practicalities of living skint.
Staying with this family,
Yeah.
they're likely just to have the one bathroom.
I know. That's going to be a real struggle because I like my own space and I like my own privacy.
And food, because you can be a bit finicky, can't you?
Obviously, there's lots of things that I don't eat, and you and Mum always cater for me as well and cook me something different, whereas they're not going to be able to do that for me.
Well, yeah. A lot of people will probably live in that type of way. All you've ever had is opportunities.
Yeah.
These people don't always have those sort of opportunities.
No, and I think to have that understanding and to experience how they live, it's just going to be good for me.
I agree. I think it'll be terrific for you. Good luck.
Cheers.
She's certainly going to need it. As the pampered princess gets all her pinks packed, it's clear giving up luxury living won't come easy. Good thing boyfriend Johnny's on hand to keep her in check.
Thought this one might be nice. Little pink fur number.
Do you think all of the coats are really necessary?
Well, it gives you options then, doesn't it? And I think it might be appreciated if I've got a number of outfits.
I think you might need another suitcase.
She's not done yet.
And then I'm going to bring, obviously, got my wash bag.
Her £450 Louis Vuitton wash bag, that is.
Gucci belt. And then I'm thinking I'll bring my Rolex.
That's her £7,000 Rolex.
Just got to find a way to pack it all in now.
Armed with enough designer gear to open a boutique, it's a 125-mile trip from rural Suffolk countryside to the urban jungle that is East London.
It's definitely really busy. So it looks like there's quite a lot of people living next to each other. It does look a bit like a rough area. I'm not, 100% sure I feel completely safe here. And some police cars. 2 police cars. Oh, I'm really nervous now. I'm wondering, what I've put myself up for.
Imagine they're, stuck up and rude and just arrogant and just act like they're better than us.
Who are they to be rude to us? We're polite people, so we won't entertain it for 1 minute. You think that's them?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I think that might be them there.
Okay, I think we're here. Oh my goodness, I'm so nervous. Okay.
Hello.
Hi,
How
I'm
are you?
Brooke.
I'm Sonia. How
Hi,
are
nice
you?
to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I brought this for you, just as a little gift to say thank you for letting me stay.
Oh, you're welcome.
That's
Let me
all
take that.
Oh,
I'll take
thank you,
that.
thank you.
Okay.
Through here?
Yes, please.
Hiya.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. This is Brooke. This is my daughter Venus,
Hi.
Troy,
Hi.
Scarlett and Maximus.
Hi, nice to meet you all. Nice to meet you.
And where are you from?
So I'm from a little town in Suffolk. I live in the countryside.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, so it's quite a big change from what I'm used to.
What is the type of area you live in?
Surrounded by like fields, so we've got some horses, some chickens, dogs.
Lovely.
It is really lovely. It's really peaceful, really quiet, really nice. I think you'd all like it.
Time to see if the Pink Princess likes the look of a cramped council flat.
This is the girls' bedroom.
And are they happy sharing a room together? Do they
Not
like?
really.
No.
Venus doesn't like being on the basement floor. We've had a couple of people come in over the garden.
Oh my goodness. Is it a bit of a dangerous area around here?
That is an understatement. There's a lot of prostitution, drug dealing, and basically on this road alone, in the last 3 years, I think there's been 2 or 3 shootings.
Oh my God. I can't even sort of wrap my head around that because where I come from, that's unheard of.
I'm really yearning to take my children out of this environment. It's difficult.
You hear about it on the news and the radio, but when you meet someone who's actually in that situation, it's like, wow, it hits really close to home. And where I'm from, that's not something, you know, it's not something that's heard of. It doesn't happen.
This is my room.
This is a nice sized room.
It's lovely.
So Maximus sleeps in here with you, yeah?
Yes.
Right. But obviously...
It's not ideal.
No. There's a family of 3, me, my mum, my dad, living in an 8-bedroom house, whereas Sonia is a 5 family living in 3 beds. It's quite shocking, really.
How is your house? What do you live in?
So we live in quite a big house. It's got 8 bedrooms. It's got my room and my own bathroom. It gives you that space and that privacy, which obviously I've grown up with all along.
Lovely.
So to not have that is obviously quite a big change and a shock.
And I would like to be able to provide my children with all that, but it's difficult.
Yeah.
It is difficult.
I'm just so sorry to hear that this is your situation because you just don't deserve it.
We're used to this situation. It's not that, but I'm trying to get out of it. Your parents have provided well for you, which is really good, and you're safe, which is lovely, and that's all I would like for my kids. It just brings it home to me how much I really do want to get out of the situation that we're in.
I was quite surprised when Sonia got upset. She just wants to take them away from the life that they're in now, and it is really hard to watch, and it is really sad.
The last room is the bathroom, which is just down here.
Does it get a bit difficult having to share this bathroom?
Well, it does, but we've got 2 toilets, so that makes it easier.
Yeah.
One thing the family definitely don't have is a spare room for Brooke.
So where will I be sleeping tonight?
You'll be upstairs on the sofa. Have you ever slept on the sofa before?
Not really, no.
It's a new sofa, so hopefully you'll be comfortable.
It's lunchtime, and with 4 mouths to feed, Sonia's forced to make a little go a long way. But how will fussy eater Brooke cope with a meal that comes in at less than 50p per person?
I've made you a cheese sandwich.
Right. I don't actually like cheese.
Oh, my God.
Is that all right?
Well, to tell you the truth, if you was my kid, you would be eating it, but that's fine.
Sorry,
I'll make you something else.
I'm just a really, really fussy eater. Honestly, just some toast will be absolutely fine.
OK.
Is that all right?
That's fine.
Thank you. I feel bad now.
Seems Sonia's a little cheesed off. She reckons Brooke needs to realise what a struggle it is to feed her family. And where better to do that than at a local market where Sonia runs a fruit juice stall.
I'm going to take you down to the store.
OK.
And I'm going to see if you can do better than I do on the store.
Oh, my goodness. OK.
And just see how I work.
Oh, I don't
What
think
a
I've ever
street
done
trader.
anything like that before.
Right, well, you're going to find out today.
It's 1 p.m. as they head off to catch some of the lunchtime trade at the market. Together with Brooke's pink designer coat and £2,500 handbag, that is.
I think she'll find going down the market really difficult, like, especially in the clothes she's wearing. And people, like...
People look at her and think, like, what is she
wearing? Yeah. Why?
Because she doesn't look smart and stuff, just because that's not what...
Like, why would you walk through Hackney wearing that type of outfit?
Yeah.
Ridley Road Market, where Sonia has her stall, has been a huge part of East London's history and heritage since the 1880s and is lined with over 150 stalls.
It's like fruit, vegetable, fish, and that's it, really. It's not a trendy market like one of these farmers' markets.
I do feel a bit out of place. I feel like I stick out a bit like a sore thumb.
But you're very classy. There's a difference, and people will see that down here.
Right.
Despite never having even had a part-time job, Brooke's going to have to settle in quickly.
This is the stall.
OK.
Sonia's counting on her to drum up some business to help with this month's bills.
3 oranges will make 1 bottle. So just push them through. 1, 2, 3. You're going to sell it for £1.
OK.
And Bob's your uncle.
No time to practice. Brooke already has her first customer.
Hello, how are you?
Can I have oranges? I'm all right, darling.
You can. That's it.
There you are.
Till I take the £1.
Oh, yeah, you
Thank
take
you.
it.
Thank you. I take it.
Thank you.
With business slow, Sonia shows Brooke the East End way of drumming up some trade.
£1 a cup. Come on, lovely. £1 only. You look good on the outside. What about your insides? Come on.
She even has some help from one of the locals.
Natural juice or £1. Natural juice. Come on. £1 a cup. £1 a cup.
Right, I'm going to go and get some coffee. You're going to serve a couple of customers for me, owe me some money.
I'll try.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay.
Being of West African and Sicilian heritage herself, Sonia's hoping this will give Brooke the chance to immerse herself in the market's melting pot of different cultures. So far, though, the Pink Princess is feeling like a fish out of water.
People do seem to be staring. The market is crazy. I've never experienced anything like this ever, really. It's a completely different world to what I'm used to. It's a really intimidating atmosphere, you know. I do feel a bit out of place and like not 100% comfortable either.
I don't think she's seen so many black people in her life. I don't think she's seen so many Pakistanis or Turks or Greeks or Italians or... There's so many people here from different parts of the world. I think that she's really shocked, actually.
Hi.
Can I have an orange juice, please?
Yeah, of course. That's just £1 then, please. Thank you. Lovely, thank you.
It may be just £1 to Brooke, but for Sonia, every penny counts.
Woo! Sold my first orange juice. Very proud of myself. So I think that's a success.
I think she's doing really well.
Can I have orange juice, please,
Yes,
darling?
of course you can.
I'm so pleased for her and for myself. I've picked a great employee there.
I think Sonia's going to be chuffed.
How was that?
Yeah, it was OK. We sold some juice, made some money.
OK.
It was definitely quite an experience, but I'm quite proud that I actually managed to do it.
And how about shouting out to get a few more customers?
I didn't do that.
Did you not? So how did you manage to get customers without shouting?
I think they were just drawn to my presence.
Oh, well, that's good enough. I'm so proud of you as well. And thank you very much, because you've made us a few quid, as I can see.
Yep.
I'll be taking that home to buy some bread.
Yes.
Working the stall has shown Brooke how tough things can be for those who don't have parents who pay for everything.
She's here all day working, and then usually she'll make about, I think she told me about £30, £40 a day. It is a lot of work, and, you know, especially if you're out here in the cold, it is quite hard.
It's 3 p.m, and back home, teenager Venus is finding it quite hard to fathom how someone just a few years older than her can afford so much designer gear.
I really like your handbag. Like, when did you get it and stuff like that?
So I got it a couple of years back from Selfridges. I was on a shopping trip with my mum, but I think it was just under 2,000 for that bag.
OK. I love the watch. Is
Thank
that a
you.
Rolex?
It is, yeah. So my parents got me this for my 21st birthday. Cost probably 7,000.
OK. If I had £7,000, it would pay my rent for the year, which would leave my mind a little bit more secure.
Running a household with 4 kids is a constant stress for Sonia, with the meagre amount she receives in universal credit.
£1,500 a month for 4 children and myself, and to pay the rent and all the other bills, let alone food or clothes or anything. It's really hard to cover. My biggest concern is the rent, the council tax, the gas, the electric, because obviously I don't want my kids to be homeless.
Do you find that you're left with much money once you've paid all your bills?
We don't have any money left over.
No.
It's now got to the point where we're using the credit card for food.
Right.
So I know that it's a bit unbalanced. Do you know what universal credit is?
Not really, no. I've never...
Okay. Well, it's a credit that is given to people that are living on really low wages.
Okay.
Or not any wages at all. Basically, they give you £50 each for your child to live, to feed them, to keep them warm, to clothe them a week.
Okay.
And I'm not entitled to any money at all, so literally, it's a bit upsetting. I live off the kids' money as well, but like I said, I utilise the money properly, and it is embarrassing.
No, you don't need to be embarrassed at all.
So literally, I'm living off my children's money. Or the £20 or £30 that I earn from work obviously has to go on to my kids, so I feel like I'm not getting anything. Not that I'm worried about that, but everything that I get has to go straight into the domestic side of things. There's no luxury things for us, basically. I'm sorry to say.
It's just so different from what I'm used to. Obviously, my parents have always paid everything without a problem, and they've been able to buy me whatever I want. It's sort of making me realise how different her life is to mine. How do you feel about, your mum doing all this for you? Are you really proud of her for everything she does?
Yeah, I am proud of my mum because I see that she struggles all the time and it really upsets me. Oh. I don't know how to explain it.
Oh.
It just makes me upset. No, it's just annoying because it's like she's always working and she's always trying to make sure we're okay first, and she doesn't even check on herself. You know, when you see someone you love so much and they're just hurting so much, you can't do anything about it. It's really frustrating. That's why I go to college all the time, so I can get a good job.
She's training to be a sports therapist, and she's really good with her work. She's so, I mean, she gets distinctions all the time. She's brilliant with her work.
That's really amazing.
It's annoying though because I don't have a laptop, so I'm always doing my work on my phone.
I would love to buy Venus her own laptop, but at the moment I can't because obviously finances is bad for us.
When I was at school, my parents would just buy me a laptop to help me, and she can't do that. And I think that just shows, people who do come from my background and have that privilege are already ahead of those who don't, or don't have access to, the things that I think are normal and I can just have. I think I take things for granted a lot of the time.
One thing Brooke takes for granted is the special treatment she receives at mealtimes.
My parents, they know and they understand how fussy I am, so when they're cooking, they'll always do me something different.
No such luck in Sonia's house. Tight finances mean she can't afford to cater for fussy eaters, and tonight it's a budget meal for dinner.
I'm going to cook rice and chicken. It's come up to a tenner. A little bit of this and a little bit of that.
I'm used to eating meat that's come from a butcher's, and I know sort of where it's come from. I know it's free-range chicken. I'm a bit apprehensive about, what's going to be cooked for dinner.
Right, bon appetit, everybody.
Thanks, Mum.
So, can the pampered princess cope without all the posh, organic ingredients she's used to?
How's the food?
It's really nice. It is nice.
Living skint is giving Brooke a whole new perspective on things. One reason her parents were so keen for her to do this experience.
I've been very, very sheltered, and they think, growing up, and going out into the real world, I need to understand that, but also I think it'll benefit me in my nursing career as well.
For my kids, I wanted them to have the experience almost like what your parents wanted for you. I want my children to have that experience, for them to know that there is a different life out there. It just helps so much for them to know that there is a difference to what we have to really experience.
One of Sonia's biggest concerns is what her kids experience growing up in an area with one of the highest crime rates in the country. She's taking Brooke for a walkabout to show her some of the challenges the family face.
Basically, just at the top of the road, we get quite a lot of the working girls.
Right.
But they also do work in my area down there as well.
Really?
Yeah, which is really scary because we've got the bedroom there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Also, we've had quite a few shootings in the area.
Does it scare you?
It's come to the point where I'm used to it.
But does it make you feel a bit unsafe where you live?
Yeah.
You hear the police going
Yeah,
past
you just
now.
see them up there.
That's like, everything's so normal. It's all so normal to the kids. I don't want them to have that as a normal, though.
Luckily, Troy and Maximus do get some respite from the troubles when they visit their dad near the coast in Norwich.
I think if I, were alone walking around here, I would feel really unsafe. I don't know how you manage, really.
I get you what you mean, because I've lived here for most of my life, and for the first time when I went to my dad's house, like this, so say this is the beach, his house is like right here. It just felt safe.
Did you like that?
Yeah.
That's nice.
And that's why Mummy wants to move you out of London. For me, especially as a mother, I want the peace of mind that if the kids do want to go outside to play, they're going to be safe.
It makes me so grateful for what I have and make me appreciate where I live and where I come from. And it makes me really empathise for Sonia that she has to live like this every day.
A high crime rate is a million miles from the tranquility of Brooke's life in the Suffolk countryside. Back home, teenagers Venus and Scarlett are keen to hear more about it.
So what do you get up to like in your spare time?
So, this is a bit of a strange one. So I compete in pageants.
Really? What, so like the beauty pageant type of stuff?
Yeah. So I competed in Miss Universe Great Britain, Miss England. It's nice to just dress up in your nice dresses and feel a bit like a princess.
Have you got any photos of your shows or anything, pageants? That's so nice. You look really pretty.
Oh, thank you.
That looks so nice. Was that the Miss...
So that was Miss Great Britain.
So how much would have your red dress been?
That one was about £800.
Do your parents pay for, like, all your pageants?
Yeah, so my mum quite often will come with me and help me pick out a dress. And, yeah, she does pay for them.
I think it's a crazy world she lives in. If you want to do a new hobby or you want to do a new sport, you're able to do it without worrying, or will I have enough money to do that hobby, or will I be able to buy that dress? Like,
yeah, how you like do football, sometimes you got to pay to go.
Yeah, like shin pads
and stuff.
A bit expensive if you don't have the money.
Another privilege Brooke enjoys back home is her own big bedroom with an ensuite.
All right, good night. Have a nice sleep.
And you.
Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams.
Bye.
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 But tonight, the Pink Princess will be slumming it.
Never slept on a sofa before, really, so this is a first for me. It does feel like quite comfy. I mean, I've not slept in a sleeping bag before either, so it's a first. I'm obviously nervous because of the area, about what could happen. I'm sure it'll be completely fine, but that's just me being paranoid.
It's 8 a.m. and a slow start to Brooke's second day living skint after what sounds like a rather restless night.
The man in the flat above was really noisy all night. I don't know what he was doing, but he wouldn't, stop making noise. But other than that, it wasn't too bad, really, for, a first-time sofa server.
Lucky for Brooke, Sonia's already been up for an hour and is treating her guest to a full English.
How's your breakfast?
It's good, thank you. I do love toast
Yeah,
and
you
bacon.
like
as well.
bacon?
Yeah,
Good.
yeah.
On top of juggling her studies, a job and raising 4 kids, Sonia also takes care of all the DIY. Not surprisingly, she's eager to make use of an extra pair of hands today.
I can't afford to have a handyman in the house, so I do everything myself in the house, including the floors, everything I've done here. So there's one shelf that needs to be put up, and I would like your help.
Okay.
It's so nice to have someone in the house to help.
Well, I'll try my best. I've never put up a shelf before. I wouldn't know where to start. If I've ever got something I need doing, I'll just ask my dad. Hopefully I'll make him proud.
You'll make him proud today when he sees you put the shelf up. He'll be like, my daughter knows how to put a shelf up.
Exactly. It's a good
Which
life
is really
skill to
good,
have,
so he'll be happy when you leave home.
Yeah, definitely.
Has everybody finished?
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. Let's clear the tables.
The shelf Sonia wants help with is for Troy and Maximus to use in their bedroom.
You're just going to go straight in the hole.
Right.
Like that.
Right.
Hold it. Once you can feel it on the wall, then just push and press at the same time.
Oh, my God. Right.
Make sure you got
What do I press to make it go?
The blue one now. So,
Just two
turn it round like this. Get it in the hole.
Okay.
Right.
Right.
Right, it's in the hole. You can feel it's on the
Yeah.
wall, isn't it?
My goodness, that was really hard work.
How do you feel? You just done the first bit of DIY.
I don't know. I don't feel like I should be trusted with one of these at all.
Come on, Brooke, you're not even halfway done.
We'll give it a little bang. We're going to screw in there.
Look at me go.
That's it.
This is bad because now my mum and dad is going to ask me to do this at home. You're a professional now. Exactly.
20 minutes later, Brooke has a new skill to take back home with her.
I'm really impressed with myself.
Well, now you know what you're doing as well. That's the main thing, isn't it? You know, because there will come the day when you have to do things for yourself. I'm proud to say that I've been able to teach her something, and hopefully she'll be able to go home and make it a little bit easier on her mum and dad now. Maybe help them out.
Thanks for putting up my shelf. You're welcome. Look at that. I did that. I'm really proud of myself, actually, considering I've never held a drill in my life. I think as long as it's still there by the time I leave, I'll have done a good job.
If Brooke thought her chores were done for the day, she's sadly mistaken. Shocked that her parents always foot the bill for everything, Sonia now has another task to teach Brooke to be a little more frugal.
So how much would you spend on a meal out in a restaurant?
Depending where you eat, maybe £50 to £60 per person, and you will usually get like a 3-course meal, so it is quite expensive when we go out for dinner.
Oh, my God. Well, I'm going to give you a challenge, and I'm going to give you £8.
Right.
And you're going to be cooking for 6 people.
Right.
And I'm expecting to have a really nice meal tonight.
I'll try my best. I'll try my best.
Well, let's go.
All right.
£8 in the kitty for dinner works out at just £1.30 per person. As it's a corner shop rather than a supermarket chain, spendthrift Brooke's going to have to shop wisely.
Usually my dad will go and do like the weekly shop, and I don't even know how much that costs, probably over £100 or something just for 3 of us, so this is quite a challenge.
Seems Brooke already has a plan in mind.
So I'm thinking maybe I'll do something to do with pasta, because pasta's cheap, pasta's easy. And I think, I mean, who doesn't like pasta, really?
She's where the pasta is. That is a really cheap meal. It is easy to cook, actually.
Yeah, this pasta is 89p for 500 grams, so that seems like good value. Is this enough for 6, do you think? I've never done this before. I think maybe if I make extra, then they're going to have leftovers, and it'll be so delicious they can eat it tomorrow.
That's the base of her dish sorted, so what's she going to put with it?
I'm thinking we'll get a sauce. I'm not quite sure what sauce. People like a bolognese. Oh no, that involves mince. And I bet meat is quite expensive. Maybe we'll just like have a tomato saucy pasta. That'll be nice. That's quite expensive. We won't get that one. Oh, this is really hard.
Try doing it every day like Sonia has to.
Pesto is quite cheap, and it, like, a little bit goes quite a long way. I just hope the kids like pesto.
Sounds like she should check with Sonia first.
The only person that's going to eat that is Venus. No one else likes it in the house.
A pesto pasta is what we're doing.
Oh dear. Perhaps adding some meat to the dish will help win the kids over.
Here we go, look. Some bacon is £1.99. so we could put some... Oh, look, this one's already chopped. We'll just go with the chopped one, because then that saves me the work of having to chop it up. And it's cheaper. That's a bargain. Right, yeah, I'm basically already almost at my budget.
With an extra side salad thrown in, time to see if Brooke stuck to her £8 limit.
£6.85.
Did it. Thank you. So I managed to do it. It was under £8. I got all the ingredients to make a pesto pasta.
OK, well, I don't think they're going to have the pesto, but the pasta is good.
OK.
And the rocket salad's great.
Yeah, and I got some bacon as well, like chopped up bacon.
OK, well, I'm sure Venus will like that.
OK.
OK.
Seems Brooke's going to need a plan B.
We've got some stuff at home, so I'll come to the rescue.
Thank you.
She's come out with pasta and pesto sauce, which is not really children's food, as far as I'm concerned. I think the kids are just going to raise their eyebrows and look at me as if to say, what are we going to be eating, Mum?
I thought I'd done really well, but no, apparently I got almost everything wrong. I probably should have asked what her kids like. Being like a fussy eater myself, I can kind of see how annoying it is when you like get food for someone and they don't like it.
Luckily for Brooke, Sonia saved the day with some supplies from her kitchen cupboard.
Have you got everything you need?
Yes, I think so.
OK, well, I'm going to have my cup of tea and put my feet up.
All right, OK.
Thank you.
Sonia has provided me with some pasta that the kids will eat and a sauce that the children would prefer over the pesto as well. I just have to cook it now.
Well, that's if she can turn the cooker on.
Is that... Oh, done it. Genius.
At least cooking the spaghetti will be the easy part.
Made a mess. Oh, no. That's a really great... Wait, which one is it? Oh, my goodness. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is a disaster.
Somehow, the kitchen-shy student manages to pull things back from the brink.
OK. Ooh!
And half an hour later, grub's up.
I honestly think my meal looks delicious.
Let's hope the family think the same.
So, for you is a tomato pasta because your mum...
Spaghettios.
Yeah, because your mum told me that you weren't a fan of pesto. And it's the same for you, Troy.
Thank you.
And for Scarlett.
Thank you.
And then here we have...
Thank you.
For you, Venus.
Thank you.
That's all right, no worries.
It's very nice.
Thank you.
Thanks.
How do you think you got on with your shopping challenge?
I did manage it in the end with some help from you. And yeah, it was challenging, but I'm glad I sort of managed to get something together for everyone.
Oh, this one actually generally tastes good.
Okay, good.
That's really nice, because usually if I cook pasta like that, they don't want it. And they definitely don't tell me it tastes good.
Maybe he's just saying that to be nice. Cooking on a budget for this many people is obviously something I've never had to do before. You know, my dad will go out and do the weekly shop, and, you know, I don't really know how much that costs. So, yeah, this was definitely quite a challenge for me, but I'm glad that everyone's enjoying it.
Well, the plates are full and everybody's eating, so you've done good. Well done, thank you.
Living skint has certainly taken country girl Brooke way out of her comfort zone. But with a successful dinner under her belt...
Maximus, take those plates out.
It's almost time to return home with all that Sonia's taught her.
You're just a remarkable woman for doing all of this on your own. You know, you're raising 4 beautiful, wonderful children.
Thank you.
Who are all so wonderful and have been so kind and friendly to me. You're a DIY woman, you're a chef, you're a taxi driver, you're a businesswoman, you're in education doing your degree. I think it's absolutely amazing, and I take my hat off to you because I just don't know how you do it.
Thank you very much.
Before Brooke leaves, she has a surprise to say thank you to the family.
You all work so hard, and you're just a really amazing family. So What I've got here is a laptop. I remember it came up in conversation. So nice. And I know how much it's going to benefit all of you, but, you know, especially Venus, with all your schoolwork. Now, you know, you're going to have one of your own to use. And I really hope, you know, you carry on working hard because it's so amazing to see.
That's so nice.
Don't want to cry. Having the laptop is going to help me so much because I'm going to be able to get my work done on time. I won't have to use my phone, straining my eyes. It gave me more motivation to do my studies.
We made your card.
Thank you so much. No, it's lovely. To Brooke, thank you for being so kind. And although you came to our home, you've been so lovely and welcomed us into your heart. I'm so thankful you've come into our lives. Miss you already. It's just so sweet. It makes me emotional.
It's been a pleasure having you here, and you're more than welcome to come back any time.
Definitely.
It was lovely having you, Brooke.
Thank you so much for having me, and you know, I feel like I've made friends for life in all of you. I'm going to miss you so much.
We'll miss you too.
All right, I'll see you
Have
soon.
a safe journey home.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Brooke has really adjusted well, considering where she comes from in the countryside. She showed us that she cared, which was really nice. And we hope that she comes to visit us again.
This whole thing definitely pushed me out of my comfort zone, and, you know, I hope I can take something away from them, you know, spending my money more wisely and, you know, maybe putting together a budget plan so I don't spend so much money. But yeah, overall, it has been a really great experience.